things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Sooners offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took.
Turning it on! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Right back to the well. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Green. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back up the ground.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. You missed the 52-yard field goal, come up empty on the drive, and now momentum sort of swings to the offense as they'll snap it from the 35. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
To the air, it's Hawkins. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the first quarter. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Third and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Sooners line it up with a first and goal. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Higgins. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Here's a heat. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls and fires complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
From the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
With the catch, it's Armstrong. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He'll do it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, we know this guy is special. And because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Aggie. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, We needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Finds a little space. There he goes.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called it...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Norman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kearney. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option. The give. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners with the first and 10. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown Sooners! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a...
The same page. And then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Caught in the backfield, it's Mitchell. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Right on the money.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Sooners line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Caught behind the line. It's Armstrong. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Aggies want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got it in the middle. It's Armstrong. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Mitchell. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The hand to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. So now on comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Looking for room. It's Tootin. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his...
Turning it on! Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll line up for a second down play. On the option. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Making side adjustments here. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield. Record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 9. Take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He leaves it with his back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Dances away to buy time. Across the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to throw, it's Flood. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The give on the option. Makes a man miss.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Our offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Flood. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
That's caught. It's Higgins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Higgins. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Flood. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Here's the handoff. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Norman.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Dropping back, it's Flood. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Sooner offense returns to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, Bounces over the top. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Ball spotted at the 27, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll run the toss. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Foster. Bringing the heat. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense
super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take... He's sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And he's wrestled to the ground. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. looking for a man. It's Flood. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get us.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Offense scoops it up and still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Quarterback making checks. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking downfield, it's Flood. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Hit as he throws. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got room to work. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick release by the QB. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you out.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He'll do it himself on the draw. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the 1st down marker. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Flood. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Armstrong. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Norman. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.